I'm Alison Hammond and I'm here with the founder of Tropic Skincare, Susie Ma. It's very exciting because we're going to have a little chat about skin. I was introduced to Tropic about 8 years ago by an ambassador called Diane, who introduced me to the product. I've been using it ever since, and to be honest with you, I never knew the real history of Tropic, but I'm now with the founder. I'm very excited. It's so lovely to meet you.
Oh, Alison, it's so wonderful to meet you and so lovely to have you sat here in front of me.
So tell me, Susie, where does this passion for skincare come from?
I think it came from my grandmother. So growing up with her, she was such a huge advocate of using ingredients in your body and on your body that are as close to nature as possible. So when it came to skincare products, she'd always just made her own, from just slapping on just raw shea butter on the skin to moisturize the skin, to making her own soaps, making her own scrubs, making her own moisturizers. And I just grew up watching her do that and thinking that that was the only way, like that's what you used on your skin. Natural was all I ever knew. And so it was just such a natural progression when we came to think about making beauty products. It was going to be using those same natural ingredients that my grandmother did all those years back.
And have you noticed along the way that with other skincare, it has slowly changed into something a little bit different? Because skincare used to always be natural, and now it is it's like morphing into something else.
Yeah, I mean, there are so many new ingredients that have been discovered every single day. There's something like 80,000 cosmetic ingredients that are in circulation today. Everything from your silicones to your different types of petrochemicals, lots of different synthetic ingredients. Many of them are designed to give your skin a particular feel or finish, but not necessarily give your skin any nutritional benefit. You know, I think about foods. There are lots of foods out there, lots of very bad oils out there that are designed to preserve the food or keep the food looking fresher for longer, but doesn't actually benefit your body in any way, shape or form. And skincare has taken that role. Lots of ingredients put in there to fill it up, to make it look and feel a certain way, but doesn't actually add any goodness to your skin.
So you can feel the care and attention that you want to put into your skincare, which is so lovely. Do you get a lot of feedback from customers and stuff like that?
Yeah, we do. I mean, we've been growing so quickly because our customers love our products. You know, I look at our skin. Our skin is our largest organ. It's alive, it's a proper organ that we need to treat with respect and kindness. And just like we want to feed our body with nourishing, good quality ingredients, we want to feed our skin with beautiful ingredients that our skin really wants to soak up the goodness and nutrients from. And so I do find that when we put that care and the quality and the attention to detail and making the best possible product for people's skin, our customers will come back time and time again because they see the results on their skin. And you've tried our products, haven't you, Alison?
I have. Shall I be honest with you? The first time I tried your products, it was like my skin was saying thank you.
Oh,
it was
Alison.
saying thank you, finally. You've got something right. Yes, I was in my 30s before this happened, but ultimately it was like, thank you so very much, because I hadn't been taking care of it before. I didn't even have a skin routine. When I did Big Brother and then started doing TV, a lot of the makeup artists would say, you know, what is your skin routine? And I really didn't have one
What did you use?
I just washed my face with a bit of soap and water.
I was going to say soap and water. I bet you were a soap and water kind of girl.
And wash my face. And I always wondered, why does my face feel so tight afterwards? And then obviously I got introduced to Tropic and it was a whole new world. I was like, oh, this is how my skin's supposed to feel. And that's what I straight away just knew it was a good product. And I can tell straight away, whenever I use any other different products, if it stings my face straight away, then, you know, I know straight away that it's no good for me. For me. It might be good for someone else, but not for me.
Yeah, I mean, there are so many elements when it comes to formulating the right products for skin. You talk about soap and water. Actually, so many people use soap and water on their skin thinking this is the simplest, easiest thing. What could go wrong, right? But soap is something that is saponified, which means that it undergoes a process to make the soap very alkali. Our skin has a naturally acidic pH. It wants to be at about 5.5. But soaps can go up to like 9, 10 pH. So when you change the pH of your skin, it damages your skin barrier and makes it lose moisture faster. It makes it super dry, uncomfortable, tight, irritated, and also makes your skin more susceptible to environmental pollutants that could cause inflammation, irritation, then leading to breakouts because your skin is then producing more sebum to try and counteract that. So formulating a product that is pH balanced, that is gentle for the skin, that has nourishing ingredients, that doesn't sting, no alcohol or any other questionable ingredients in there, is so important to really respect and support your skin barrier. Because our skin is it's so beautiful and amazing in terms of its function and what it does for us. We've got to take care of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If someone was watching this, Susie, and they were using soap and water like I used to, what would you say to them? What 3 things would you say, that if you only had 3 products that they could use, what 3 products would you suggest?
So number 1, SPF. You know, if you care about the look and quality of your skin, protecting your skin from the sun's UV rays is more important than anything else you'll ever do. I always think that prevention is better than cure. And the sun's UV rays accounts for 90% of our skin's aging. And it doesn't matter what skin tone you have. Yes, melanin-richer skin like yours will have natural SPF, but no more than like 10 at its absolute maximum. And it's so important, the SPF. Really? And important for you to enjoy applying SPF, because often people don't like applying SPF, so they avoid it. And then they see the damage from their skin.
I actually do my SPF, and then I put it on my hands.
That is so important. No, everyone should do that.
Even though it's a face one, I'll put it on my hands.
You know how people say about, you know, you always tell the age of someone by looking at the back of their hands.
Yeah.
Because your hands really age. People forget about it.
So
you know, you're
not
driving
just for the face,
around.
it's for your hands as well.
Yeah,
you can put it on your
absolutely.
Hands.
If you can protect the back of your hands from UV rays, it just keeps your hands looking young. And also spreading it down your neck and your décolletage. I mean,
but
you've got an incredibly young neck and chest.
I don't really want to I like growing older, do you know what I mean? I'm all right with it.
Yeah.
So if I've got a few wrinkles and stuff, I'm cool with
Alison,
it.
do you know what? I completely agree.
I want to age nicely, do you know what I mean?
I completely agree. Like, wrinkles are inevitable.
Yeah.
We're all going to get age spots one day.
Yeah,
our skin is going to sag.
We're gonna,
there's gravity. It's going to go down. But I think for me, it's about giving your skin the healthiest treatment. And it's self-care, isn't it? It's being good to yourself. In the same way that, you know, we're going to get old, but we want to eat the healthiest foods. We want to exercise to keep our body active and young. And we want to use the best products on our skin to protect our skin, to prolong its beauty for as long as possible, naturally. And if it ages, if we get a wrinkle here and there, amazing, we earned it.
But at least we've got lovely skincare going on.
Exactly.
Aging beautiful.
And you can have wrinkles and age spots, but still have really healthy looking skin, can't you?
I mean, so many people think, you know, darker skinned people, you don't have to use anything. If I'm in the sun and I've got nothing on, I burn. I literally burn, and so does my son. I don't know if we're extra sensitive or whatever, but I do find that people of colour are a little bit maybe lazier than you to use their SPF, and I think it's really important to use it.
Yeah, and I think, you know, people of colour tend to have thicker levels of collagen in their skin, which means that they're less likely to wrinkle. Actually, I think there was a research done where it looked at people with more melanin-rich skin tones actually age 10 years later in their skin. We have more collagen production in our skin, we have a thicker dermis, but our skin is really prone to hyperpigmentation, inflammation, irritation, so age spots, sunspots, you know, hypopigmentation as well, where the pigmentation actually reduces rather than increases. So being really gentle with our skin, using that SPF every single day is absolutely crucial. And then the next product is some kind of cleanser to remove that SPF from your face in the evenings, because you don't want to have that on and building up and clogging up your pores over time. So a really great cleanser that can solubilize oil actives that are in the SPF to really cleanse your skin off. And then I think just a really lovely, gentle moisturizer to bring some of that hydration and moisture back into your skin. So if there were just 3 products, a cleanser, a moisturizer, an SPF.
And is that for men as well? Because you see so much products out there for men, don't you? You think, oh, they can only use those products. Surely they can use all of Tropic.
Of course they can. Of course they can. Men's skin is slightly different to women's skin. Men's skin tend to be thicker, tends to be more oily. They tend to be able to tolerate more actives, actually. But fundamentally, biologically, it's the same as women's skin, and they can definitely use the same products.
I do think men's skin is sometimes beautiful. And And it's probably because they don't use anything.
Exactly, Alison.
There's no makeup.
They don't even use soap. They just splash their face with water.
And they rock up out of bread. And I'm like, how are you that beautiful?
Yeah.
Men look good, don't they?
They do look good. They do look
not
good.
fair.
And it is, you know, when we're putting on so much makeup on our face, we're rubbing it on with brushes, we may not be cleaning the brushes as often as we should. We're then scrubbing our faces.
And men are doing nothing.
They're doing nothing. They're splashing their face with cold water. And you know, I look at all the other animals out there. There is no other animal other than human beings that clean their faces, put on makeup, shampoo their hair. Like, we're not designed to need to do any of that stuff.
It's so true.
We do, because now we understand that we want our skin to stay looking young, looking healthy. So we want to use SPF because we know the sun's rays are damaging, which means we need to cleanse, we need to moisturize. But aside from that, all the other stuff that comes with skincare, like the really strong chemical peels that I see there on the market, really high strength retinols, I just think, no, don't weaken your skin barrier. Be consistent, be gentle, don't be aggressive and go for short-term results.
I was going to have a chemical peel, you know.
Were you?
I was going to have one, and then she said, because I was filming the next day, she said, oh no, you can't film for the next 2 weeks. I was like, what do you mean? She said, your face is going to peel, literally peel off. So I was going to have that because I've got discoloration over my skin. I thought that would help, but I'm so glad it didn't happen.
No.
Now that I've spoken to you, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, there are certain types of skin treatments, like certain chemical peels, certain lasers that are absolutely not suited for skin types like you or I, because it's too strong. In some Caucasian skin types, it will just cause some temporary redness and a little bit of stinging, of shedding, and then it's fine. But in skin types where melanin production is much higher, like yours or mine, it can cause an overproduction of melanin. It can actually make those areas even darker long term because it causes trauma and inflammation. It can also cause, I don't know if you have this, but I get something called keloid scarring.
I don't get that. I scar really well, actually.
Do you? Good for you,
I broke my
Alison.
ankle, and as you can see, look at my scar.
Oh, really?
It's actually nice scarring.
You can barely see it.
Do you know what I mean?
I had my foot, when I was 3, I put my foot into the spokes of a bicycle wheel.
Did
and
you?
Look, can you see that scar there?
It's quite flat. It's not that keloidy.
But it was.
Was it?
And actually my C-section scar is fully keloid.
Really?
It's dark, it's really raised. Yeah. So
You're
that's
putting
my
a bit
skin.
of that oil on, that Tropic oil.
I'm like massaging it, but it's genetic. It's one of
Right.
those things, it's how my skin reacts to trauma. It overproduces on collagen, it overproduces on melanin, it just goes dark and lumpy.
Yeah.
But it's not for everybody. So it just means that for certain skin types, we have to be extra careful, because when people talk about giving your skin trauma, like lasers and peels for it to renew itself, yes, it could work for some people, but if your skin is not Caucasian and other skin types, you just gotta be careful.
I'm glad I didn't do it.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
so
do
glad.
it. Don't do it, Alison. Because
I'm not going to do it.
Because it could have, I think, rather than doing one strong chemical peel where everything falls off and you shed like a snake, do it gently.
Yeah.
Do it consistently every single day, a little bit by bit.
exfoliator.
Yeah, but just gentle, gentle, gentle. I see it like a diet as well. If you want to lose weight and you want to be healthy, don't do those crash diets where you just eat nothing for a week and then you lose loads of weight and then you gain it all back because your body's starving and you can't stop eating. Or just do it consistently, like little by little, exercise every day, you know? That's what I always say with skin. Be gentle.
When did you realise, Susie, that the world needed you? When did you realise they needed natural products?
Do you know what? It was that first day at Greenwich Market.
Tell me about that day.
That first day when I started selling, when I was 15 years old, you know, I was rocking up as a 15-year-old schoolgirl to Greenwich Market with jam jars filled with my grandmother's body scrub recipe that were labelled with paper stuck on with Pritt stick. You know, it couldn't have looked more like a school project. And I was selling my body scrubs, which were 100% natural, for £20 each. This was back in 2004.
Wow.
So this, like, £20 today is a lot of money, but £20 back then was a huge amount of money. And I sold out. And I remember thinking, because I was doing demonstrations on people, right? Showing them the body scrub, showing them their dead skin cells in the bowl and getting them to feel how soft and silky their hands feel. And they were smelling it and they were loving it and their skin felt amazing and they bought it. And I was like, wow, people obviously really love and want this product because it's natural, because it smells so fresh, because they can feel and see the results on their skin instantly. So I knew straight away on that day, we'd made over, it was exactly £980 in cash on that first day.
And what did your mum say when you went home and took that money back?
She just couldn't believe it. I actually had all the notes. We actually did a little money dance for the first time in our lives because it was a life-changing moment for us. It meant so much. Financial freedom, knowing that we could stay in the UK, knowing that we could be safe. And it was just everything. And so, yeah, knowing that people wanted our products, knowing that we had a business, knowing that we had a future, it just meant the world.
What a lovely feeling.
So Alison, tell me a little bit more about your skin. What was it like growing up with your skin?
Well, I'll be honest with you, Susie. I was a little bit of a tomboy. Didn't really care about my skin, but did suffer with eczema at the top of my mouth here. And the way I used to pacify it is just to get a load of Vaseline, slather it on, and I was happy as Larry. That's what I used to use to soothe it. So I suppose I created a barrier.
Yeah.
And probably with the sun, I probably burnt my skin quite a lot.
Cooking it with the Vaseline.
But at that age, you don't really care. When you're young, you don't really care. You go to school, and everyone knew me as Alison Vaseline Queen.
Oh, really?
Because I used to use Vaseline. Even
it's all over here. You could see it.
Right up until I was 27, I used to use Vaseline, believe it or not. I know it's a long time. But basically, when I went into Big Brother, I went in with no makeup on. I mean, you can see the pictures with my braids and everything like that. I had no makeup on. Didn't really care about makeup. Wasn't interested. Not interested in skincare. Soap and water. Went into Big Brother. Came out, and then all of a sudden I was doing TV programmes, and they were asking me the question, "What is your skin routine?" I was thinking,
what skin routine?
I don't have a skin routine. So that was the first time I thought, oh, maybe I do need a skin routine. But prior to that, my mum had actually taken me to a private specialist who specialised in skin. And to cut a long story short, the private specialist said to my mum, she's an overprotective mum. My mum lost it, got the notes, ripped them up, threw them in the specialist's face, dragged me out of the room.
Oh my gosh, what did they say to you?
Well, they just said, her face is fine, there's nothing wrong with it. I think you're an overprotective mother.
Oh, right.
They said that to my mum. So she ripped up all the
Even
notes
though
and
you
said,
had the dryness.
even though I had the
irritation.
dryness, even though I had a skin complaint. So then she took me to a normal doctor, NHS, and they prescribed me with, because sometimes I would flare up and it was quite bad. They prescribed me with a Lotriderm cream, which is a steroid cream. And you got to remember, I was quite young at the time. I was in my teens, and I used to slather on this steroid cream as if it was Vaseline, and it really wasn't. So I created like a dark, I call it my 5 o'clock shadow around my mouth. So it's a darker area that I've always had. And so many people come up to me and go, oh, I can get rid of that. You can't get rid of it. It's who I am. What you can do is it can look better with time. Over time, it looks so much better now. It's faded a little bit. When my food changed and I started juicing and things like that, I noticed as well my skin was so much better. So not only is it what I put on my skin, it's what I put inside my skin where I notice a difference with my skin.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I think when it comes to skin conditions like eczema, it's all about controlling inflammation, both internally and externally. And something like steroid cream, which is supposed to calm inflammation in the short term.
Which it does.
But actually if you use too much of it and your skin is sensitive to it, it can actually thin the skin down over time.
And I think that's what's happened.
And cause inflammation because your skin is that much thinner and that much more susceptible to environmental pollutants, to the heat, to UV rays, and therefore your skin compromises by overproducing, it compensates by overproducing all the melanin to try and protect itself. And that's why you saw that 5 o'clock shadow that you said. But that does fade as your skin heals and gets better. And like you say, you healed yourself from the inside. What did you do to heal yourself from the inside out?
Mainly juicing. I love juicing. I went to the Juicy Oasis with Jason Bale.
Oh, wow.
And I juiced for a week and I came back and my skin looked...
Were you hungry though?
Not really. It's
funny.
It's funny you say that. Not really.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't hungry at all because
you weren't like sneaking food back to your room.
You have about 4 juices a day, and they're actually quite filling. It's to the point where I never had my last juice because I was that full from it. Because it feeds you on a cellular level. So all your cells inside your body are fed really well to the point where when you're out and about, when you go and have rubbish food or takeaway food and things like that, your body's not actually nourished. So when I was juicing, again, my body was going, thank you, Alison. Finally, you're giving me something nice. And it started to use it.
Yeah.
And I noticed my face started to heal as well.
And that's so important. And I think people don't appreciate that, right? They think if they have a blemish or if they have something on their skin, they need to apply stuff topically.
Yeah.
But they don't look to think about what's within. Because actually, when your skin and when your hair is not looking its best, it's actually a sign of something internal going on, because your skin and your hair they're not vital organs, right? Like you can have rubbish hair, your skin can be rubbish and you can still live a great life.
Yeah.
And so it's like the last frontier that your body will take care of. So when your skin isn't great, if people do look internally like this juicing, what you're doing is you're flooding your body with antioxidants. You're giving your body so many amazing nutrients and goodness that your body's like, I'm going to get rid of my inflammation now because I don't need to be in this stress factor. And so that's amazing for you. That
But
you
I
still
feel the same when I
benefits in your
use
skin.
Tropic as well, because it's the same sort of thing. It's like my body again is going, oh, thank you. You're nurturing me on the inside, but you're also nurturing the outside as well. I don't have any pain and it just goes on and it feels delicious.
I love that, Alison. And you know, I really look at skincare like food for your face. And that's why, like the juicing that you do, we pack our skincare filled with as many different types of antioxidants as possible to give your skin that glow. And we make our products fresh, you know. You'll be seeing it in our factory, all of our freshly made products that are then packaged into, our moisturizer packaged into these airless balloons to deliver that gorgeous, fresh, optimal boost of antioxidants with every single application.
Now, I've got to be honest with you, Susie, I have got other products that I use as well. How do you feel about me mixing other products with your products? Are you cool with that?
Yeah, I'm cool with you mixing. I'm cool with you mixing. Obviously, I'm going to try and sway you to all fully Tropic because you haven't tried everything yet.
No.
And we've created an amazing edit for you, haven't we? The Alison edit.
Well, do you know what? I've never had anything like this happen to me before. So this is literally created for me in mind.
Exactly. This is a bespoke full skincare routine designed for your skin because I want to give you the best, Alison. You know, there are plenty of other great skincare brands out there, but I want to make sure that every single product you put onto your skin is suited for your specific skin type and your skin conditions. You've got dry skin, sensitive skin, you've got beautiful melanin rich skin, and I want to make sure that you're using products that really respects your skin and what it really, really needs.
But can anyone use my edit really?
Your edit was especially curated for your more sensitive skin type. So if anyone can relate to your skin type in the sense that it feels sensitive, it's prone to hyperpigmentation, prone to inflammation and redness when you're using actives, then this is the range for you. And actually, what's funny, Alison, is talking to you about it, this is actually the exact range that I use. Actually, one swap out, I don't use the Skin Feast, I use the Skin Relief. Right. It's our green moisturizer. It's a step down from the Skin Feast in terms of richness. It's a little bit lighter, and that works better for my skin. Right, because I've got quite naturally oily skin in some areas. But other than that, it's identical.
When Tropic came into my life, I only had 3 products that I bought. I bought 3 products and I felt like it was life-changing. And it just was, for me, such a new level of health for my skin, do you know what I mean? Like, I absolutely loved it. So I haven't changed everything, I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I want to.
Yeah, you should, Alison.
Are you going to help me?
I'm going to help you. We're going to expand the Alison edit. I've got you covered from head to toe. I have got you covered. But honestly, I think it's not about changing everything in your life, right? To kind of be healthier and to you know, have your best skin. It's changing little by little because otherwise it's overwhelming. Yeah. So you start with a few products, and I look at some of the products that I really want people to look at to change, and really they're the products that are filled with microplastics. It's the lip balms, the lipsticks, the fixing sprays that contain so many different types of microplastics that we're inhaling and eating. And we know it's having a detrimental effect on our bodies because it's bioaccumulating in our bodies, and it's leading to all different sorts of health problems that we're now finally discovering. So it's making little changes like that, looking at ingredients labels, switching out to cleaner alternatives, and then using more gentle moisturizers, as you just said, if you've got sensitive skin, more gentle cleansers, products that really respect your skin barrier, reducing the use of like strong overnight crazy chemical peels and high strength retinols, bit by bit, to really give you the healthiest skin of your life. Not the youngest, not like the most flawless. I hate those words. No one's flawless. No one stays young looking forever.
Yeah.
It's about giving you the healthiest looking skin.
Okay, that's lovely.
Yeah.
I love it. We need to give props to the ambassadors as well.
Oh, yes.
Because there's nothing like somebody recommending something to you. Like, yeah, you can go online, shop around and everything. You don't really know. But if someone recommends it to you, it's wonderful. And that's what I love about your community out there.
Oh, thank you, Alison. No, obviously, I love our ambassadors. They're the heart of the business. And I think especially, I don't know if you feel this, in this day and age, I feel like the world is becoming more and more impersonal.
Yeah.
You know, like the supermarkets I go to, normally you have someone at the checkout and they scan your products. They're now being replaced by machines.
I know.
When you order your coffee, it's like with a computer. And then you just pick it up at the end. I actually, when I was traveling in the US a couple of years ago, it was like a fully robotic barista. You order it on a screen and a robot makes your coffee. And so the world is becoming less and less personal. And with skincare, you have AI that's recommending routines for you. What does AI know about your skin?
Exactly.
You know, you want a real person who cares about you, who checks up on you and gives you a personalized routine tailored for your skin. And that's what our ambassadors do.
And that's what I love. And it's people who's actually used the product as well.
Yes, exactly. So that you know the recommendations are genuine and they want to help you achieve your best skin, because we train our ambassadors on all of our products on different skin types to give their customers the absolute best service. And you're very familiar with this, aren't you, Alison?
I am
because your
familiar with
lovely
it.
mum,
Well,
she
she
did this.
sold Tupperware
Yes,
back in the day.
yeah.
And she did really, really well. Like, she
bet she
earned her
did.
a car.
Nice.
She got like a Volkswagen Beetle.
Nice.
She couldn't drive it, but she got one.
Yeah.
And then she actually won a trip to Disney.
Wow. Well, she achieved a trip to Disney because she would have had to work really hard for Disney.
You say that she achieved it. No, she didn't. She went into a draw.
Oh, did
and
she?
And she went into a draw, and
Oh,
she was
wow.
chosen in the draw, and she won this trip to Disney.
Oh, wow.
And she took my nan. And
Oh,
they had
did-
the best
oh,
trip in
did
Florida
they?
ever of their
Did
life.
they?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
But she used to like go to all these awards, and she used to come back with all the awards. She used to win everything.
Did she?
She loved it.
So she was good at selling Tupperware.
She was really good at selling, and she brought communities together.
Yeah.
She was. She lived in King's Standing,
Uh-huh.
which was a national front area. So
Yeah.
you would have thought we weren't really liked in that area, but
Yeah.
everyone loved my mum. Because she used to do
Was she the
Tupperware
Tupperware lady?
parties.
Yeah.
She was a Tupperware lady. She'd come into their homes and she'd sell, and they'd play games and stuff like that. I mean, I
Yeah.
found them really boring, I'm not going to lie. I was a little tomboy. I was playing football outside with the boys, do you know what I mean? And one day, I'll never forget it, she had this Tupperware party and I was playing football with the boys outside. I kicked the ball, smashed the window. So she didn't make any money whatsoever because she had to pay for the window. Devastated.
Alison,
I know.
Alison, you'll
But
carry
she
that
still
memory
loved
with
me.
you. Of course she did. Of course
she
she
still loved
did.
me. But yeah, she was really, really good. So I know that sort of world, and I
Yeah.
know it's a wonderful world for, especially, you know, single mums, single people, people with kids who don't have the time to get a normal average job. Do you know what I mean? This job is, they can do it in their own time and stuff. So it's wonderful.
Yeah. What was it like seeing your mum as this like really successful Tupperware lady that everyone knew and loved?
It was inspiring.
Yeah.
It was just inspiring. She had the most beautiful laugh. It wasn't as dirty as mine. She had a lovely laugh. She was really a really good speaker.
Yeah.
Like, I noticed that she could speak to anybody.
Yeah.
And she did speak to everybody. She'd speak to... It didn't matter what you did in life.
Yeah.
She just gave you the time, and it was actually wonderful to watch and inspiring. And I see myself... Well, I see her in myself all the time.
Because that must have inspired you to then do what you do today, being able to speak to anybody and warm to everybody.
She was fearless, if I'm honest with you, and that's if anything, it's given me that fearlessness.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing. Like I'll say yes to things and think, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this?
Yeah.
And I think, oh, what would Mum do?
I love
She'd just
that.
go for it.
I love that.
Yeah.
And you know, that's one of the reasons why I love this industry so much. So we call it community commerce. It's selling products through our community. And often it's about pushing people outside of their comfort zone in talking to others. Because in order to share the products, you've got to talk to real people, right? And a lot of our ambassadors aren't in that situation usually. They're not used to selling. They're not used to talking to random strangers about a skincare product. But when they love the products, it comes so naturally, and it really is a big confidence boost, and it does create a lot of amazing friendships, just like your mum had. She was very popular in the neighbourhood, it seems like.
And that is what a lovely gift that you are giving to people, to be able to do that.
No, I find this industry so incredibly empowering, and I love hearing stories about your mum. I shared earlier about the story of Madame C.J. Walker, who was the first self-made female millionaire in the USA, and she was a black woman.
And it was from talking, wasn't it?
It was from talking. It was, you know, with other people that earned through sharing her products, and it was this exact same kind of model that is so incredibly empowering and opens so many doors of opportunity for everyday women. So I love this, and I love for you that you watched your mum become this incredibly successful Tupperware lady in your youth.
So Susie, on behalf of the world, thank you so much for bringing these products to us all, really, and sharing your knowledge. Thank you so much. We appreciate it, and thank you for just letting my skin be calm.
Oh, Alison, it's an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for coming into the Tropic world, for using our products, for loving them, and for sharing them as well. Thank you so much. We love you, Alison.